So I'm going to create a new project. So to create a new project, go to file, go to new Java project. Then here you give your project name. For example, I'll just give a project name as understanding basics. I'll just give. Then here I'll select the environment as Java SE 1.7 or 1.8. Right now I have 1.7. I'll go with that. Then I'll click on finish. Then I'll be getting a source folder in the GRE system library. Right click on the source folder, go to new, then go to package. Here in the package, I'll just give first day simply. I'll just give, always the package name should be started with a small case, because actually it's a standard way of giving, it's not mandatory. I gave first day, then I click on finish. Then I need to create a class. Okay, new class. I'll give usage of functions. So here the thing is actually what class name always should start with a small capital letter. If I give a small letter, it gives me a warning as like this, start with uppercase letter. It's also a standard way of giving, it's not mandatory. I gave this. Okay, then I'll select default public static void main. I selected here. Then I'll click on finish. So we got this. So now I've created a class. Okay, usually the process flow, how it comes is first the project, then the package, then the Java file or the class file over here. Okay, we created. First, how I can have a variable, that is any variable that is being declared inside the function is called as the local variable. Any variable that is declared outside the function that are called as global variable. Global variable is of two types. One is static. Static variable as a keyword is called static, and then a variable which does not have any keyword is called as a non-static over there. Okay. So local variables how I can access system.out.println. Then I can directly give the variable name. Static variable I can access it with the help of the class name, reference of a class name, usage function dot a. Then system.out.println. Then another way, directly I can access it with the help of the variable name also. Then non-static variables, if you see, for that I need to create an object. So how to create an object? Always non-static variables can be accessed only when we create an object only. So how we create an object is simple. New, okay, a keyword called new, and then the class name with parentheses. This will help me to create the object. Now, reference. So I need to give this one. Okay, so usage of function, the class name will act as a reference. That is, tell to the object, load only the global members of this usage of functions class. What are the global members we have? Static int A10 and int B is equal to 20, and then my main function. All those things will be loaded. Then obj1, that's the object name. Clear? That is what has been loaded here. So then next. Okay, so then if I give system obj1 dot, now if you see I can access the b variable over here. Okay, so static variables, if you see, I can access in three different ways. One, help of a class name, then variable name, another one with help of a object name also. Non-static variables can be accessed only with help of the object name alone, obj1.p. That's it. Okay, so this is what about variables which you have seen on that day. Okay, now we are going to see about the functions over there. So I'll just rename it. If you want to rename a package or a project or a class, right click on the specific file, go to refactor, rename, usage of variables. I'll just give Click on finish. Okay, I'll create a new class. Usage of functions. Allow my main function. Then next, what is the function? So for example, I want to print it like this. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, this is what I printed. So then, Saturday, Sunday. I need to print these things. So before that, hello. Sizu, how are you? Sizu, welcome. Sizu, best day. Then again, Sizu, Java class. I'm just printing randomly. Sizu, what's in the mind? Simply. This is what I have. So it's of a little bit. Actually, you see 46 lines of code is there. So if you see in this program, this Monday to Sunday has been repeated a number of times over here. Okay, in between these things we have. So same thing. If you see over there in the original development world, they will be having actually about 200 to 4,000 lines of code. Okay, so 1,000 lines of code. They will be repeating it in the program for more than 10 times. So what will happen right now? That is actually what 10,000 lines of code over there. Okay, so it's not a best practice to write the code or copy paste the code n number of times. So the best way is what we need to give this. Okay, so we have a new class. Usage of functions. Step 2. Just give. Underscore 1. I'll give the whole program. So now go to main control space enter the other main function. So this is what my entire program. So what I will do, I'll copy paste over here. So in this, if you see that Monday to Sunday is what repeated in number of times. So what I will do, I'll copy this. This one I'll have it in a method. So how a method will be written? So it's like this. So simple. Void m1. Okay, method 1 or anything. That's the method. So I'll just give proper name. So week names. Day names. I'll just give. Okay, now what are the names? Okay, so that we have from this Monday to Sunday, and this one I'll copy and then I'll paste it over here. So this one also actually what? As like variable, this is also as two varieties. One is static, another one is non-static. Static means I don't want to create an object. Non-static means I want to create an object over there. That's the same thing. Okay. So now Monday to Sunday we have over here. So then progress. So which are the places we have this Monday to Sunday? What you have to do means we have to remove that. See, these places I can just give this way in this name. So usage of functions by class name. So I'll just delete it. Functions dot day names. So what will happen right now? It will print me hello. Then when I call the method day names over there, usage of functions to dot day name, this will go and call me this method. Then it will print these 7 lines. Again control comes over here. Then it prints hello, how are you? Then again now what will happen right now for me? I need to give. So this Monday to Sunday I can delete it. Usage of functions to dot day names. Okay, so everywhere which are the places I have used this one, I can replace it. Dot day names. Dot day names. Can you see now the program has become handy for me here? Okay, so it's like what will happen right now for me, it is so compact compared to before. If you see, then totally, so right now if you see before, actually what I was having 46 lines of code over here, same thing now if you see 26 lines of code over there. In a small program only I have reduced around 20 lines of code over there if I'm using the functions. Okay, think over is actually if it is of 1000 lines of code, what will happen right now for me? So 10,000 lines of code will be there. So totally I have reduced around actually what 8,500 lines of code or something. Okay, not 8,900 lines of code I would have reduced over here. Okay, that's the biggest advantage of using the functions. Okay, repetitive statements, what I can do means I can have it over there in the method, then I can use it. That's the usage of this functions here. Clear? The next one, okay, this is actually what methods we will be using it. So methods actually what, if it is actually what static, I can directly call with the help of a class name. In case if it is a non-static, how we can use it? So right click, new class. Functions static non-static. Okay. So right now I have 2 functions here. One is void method 1. So this method 1 is just going to print when I call this one. So if you see, if I want to print this one, right click, sorry, run as Java application. If I run this, see for me it will print me hello, then Monday to Sunday. Okay, so hello, then it will go and call me this method. Monday to Sunday will be printed. Then how are you? Then after that Monday to Sunday will be printed. Then welcome and then best day. Then after that Monday to Sunday will be printed. Then Java class. Then Monday to Sunday. What's in the mind? Then finally what? When I call this method again Monday to Sunday. Everything is printed for me. The same thing is what will happen for this also. Run as same output we will be having here also. Clear? So now this is a method 1. Now we'll have another method. I'll copy this same thing. So okay, I'll write it. Void method 2. So method 2. So this one I'll make it as static. So now if you want to call these both methods, how I can call? So if it's a static method directly, okay, I'll make this one as static. Method 1, I'll make this method 1 as static. If I want to call this method 1, what I can do? Directly I can refer with the help of class name. Function static non-static dot method 1. Same thing I can call with the directly with the method name also. That is also possible. Same as like directly variable name we use to access. No? Same like that. Directly method name also I can access. Another thing. Non-static methods I can access only with the help of objects. How to create an object? Function static, non-static. obj1 is equal to new function non-static. Function static, non-static. This is the thing. Okay, so we got it. Then, if I give over here, obj1 dot, then method 2. obj1 dot method 2. We got it over here. Clear? This is how we can access this. Any doubts for anyone? Okay, this is how to access the static and non-static methods over there. Okay, this is our normally method. So, any doubts for you, Nikhila? Any doubts for you? It's clear now? If you have any questions or any queries, please you can ping me or you can unmute yourself and then you can ask me. Then next, functions. Okay, now we are going to talk about method overloading concept over there. Method overloading. So what is this method overloading? This concept means so simple. So right now I have this. Function public static void main. Then I'll have a write a method. So void method 1. I'll have. So can I have another method same as like void method 1 here? No, it's not possible. Why? Because it becomes as a duplicate over here. Okay, so you cannot have the same, but it can be deferred with the help of arguments. What are those arguments over here? See, this method 1, I give it as integer a. This becomes as a different argument over here. Okay, so again, void method 1 integer a. Now it's throwing it. Same thing if I give another argument, double b. This one, okay. So it's going to print me. So the method which does not have an argument, we'll be calling it as a default method. The method which has an argument, we will be calling it as integer argument method. Okay. So the method which has an that is integer is the argument over here. That's why I'm giving us simply I'm printing integer argument. Then we will get this a variable over there. That will hold a value which I'm calling. So I'll just use concatenation process over here. So I'm going to print a, the value of a. Then here I'll give it as integer and double argument method. Okay. So for integer value, I'll just give it as here it's a value. Just use the concatenation process plus a plus integer a value it will print. Then after that, then again, so it's like okay. Sorry, I don't want to confuse. Okay, integer and double argument method it will print. Then after that, plus a plus b is going to print me the a value. Finally, the a value, and then the b value is going to print for me. That's it. Then if I have another method, void method 1 double a. This is a double argument method. This is what. Okay. So now I want to call these all methods means how I can call. So all are non-static methods, so I can access with the help of an object. To create an object, function method overloading, obj1 is equal to new function method overloading. I created an object. So if I give obj1 dot, can you see method 1, a method which is accepting double argument, method accepting integer argument, method accepting integer and double argument. All those things are there. So right now first I'll go with the default method. Okay, then I want to call the integer this argument. So obj1 dot method 1, that integer argument. So yeah, I will pass my value, that is actually what, 100, an integer value I will pass, so which is 100. obj1 dot method 1. Now I'll call the double, so integer and double argument, the third one. So here I'll pass first actually what is accepting integer value, second one is accepting double. So I'll give 20. This one I'll just give 50.30. Then obj1 dot method 1, it accepts right now a double argument. I'll pass 300.50. It accepts. Clear? Same thing. The first one is it will accept integer and double. So in case if I give over the 20.40, it will throw me an error. Why? It does not have double and double. It's integer, accept integer argument and double argument. So that's why I need to pass integer and double. That's it. Same thing if I'm going to pass, instead of integer value, if I pass string value, for example, I'll just give hello. It will throw me an error. Okay, because we don't have any method matching with the string argument. Same thing if I say, if I have another method, I'll have another method. Void method 1 string a system string argument method plus, then I'll just give the a value. So what will be printed for this? Okay, so now if I give it as actually what, obj1 dot method 1, can you see now it's actually string argument also. String, I'll just give here as hello world. That's it. Okay, now if I run this program, see what happens right now for me. Right click, run as Java application. So it prints me default method. Okay, so the first one actually what's calling the method 1, this one, right, which does not have any argument. That's why it's going and calling a method which does not have any argument. Prints me default method. Goes and execute me all the lines in this method. Prints me default method. Then again control comes over here. Then now obj1 dot method 1. Then now if you see I'm passing an integer value. So it will go and call me a method which matching with an integer argument. Then it prints me integer argument method, then a. Then after that again, obj1 dot method 1 20, 50.30. Now what will happen? It will go and call me. So integer a double p. So a value is 20, p value is 50.30. So comes here and prints me integer double argument method. What is my a value here? That is 20. That's what it's printing, 20. Then b value is what? 50.30. 50.30. Okay, so here the 3 has been 3 has no value, so that's why 50.3 it comes. Then next, obj1 dot method 1 300.50. So now what happened? This matches with the double argument. So this will go and find this one, double argument method a. What is my a value right now? That is 300.50. obj1.method1 hello world goes and call me this one string argument method a, that is hello world. Clear? You have any questions, Ikina? Any questions? Any queries? Okay, so now I'll create a program. I'll do one more thing, then finally I'll ask you questions. Next is functions return type. Make it as default. So what is this functions return type? So how we write a method void method 1, correct? So void is what means is a return type here. That is, if I have void, it's not going to print me. Okay, default. Okay, it's not mandatory for me to use the return statement because it's not going to return me any value. I cannot return any value over here. But in case instead of void, if I have integer method 2, if I have it, so that is instead of void, I'm having it as, okay, usually it will be void now. I'm going to have it as integer. That means it needs to return integer value. So integer return method. So it's throwing me an error. What is the error if I mouse over? Add return statement. Okay, otherwise change return type to void. So if I click on add return statement, and you say return 0, which is an integer value, I'll give it as 100. Then next, I'll make it as double. I'll make it as double. Method 3. So double return method. So this one also is throwing me an error. Add return statement or change return type to void. Now I'll try to click on this return type to void. Now can you see the double has been changed to void. Now the error is gone. That means void don't need to return any value. No, that's fine. I'll make it as double. Then I'll add the return statement over here. I'll add the return statement. Return 20.50. Now the error is gone. Okay, that's the thing. So next, string method 4. Now the return type is string over here. Okay, so what in case if I pass a different data type? So string return method. So return here, it's a string value. I'll try to pass return value as 100. Can you see it's throwing me an error? Change method return type to integer, because if it is you're returning integer value, change your return type to integer. If it is a string, make sure you are going to give the same thing. Okay, so right now instead of 100, I'll make it as hello. Now what will happen right now for me? The error is gone. That's the thing. Clear? That's the way you have to use it over here. Okay, so you have to use the ways actually. What is the return type? According to the return value also should be here. Both should be perfect. Clear for everyone? Okay, so now I'll go to the next one. Any doubts? Any doubts you have, Nikila?
No, I got it. Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll try to call all these things over there, and then we'll try to utilize it. So I'll have it as So if you want to call this, all are non-static, so I need to create an object. Function return type obj1 is equal to new object. Okay. It's not mandatory always I need to give the object name. I can just give any name ABC or anything I can give. I'll give as of now obj1. So now I'll have obj1 dot. Then if I want to call the method 1, so I'll just give method 1. obj1 dot. Then I'll press M. So next method 2. obj1 dot method 3. obj1 dot method 4. Okay, I have the method 1, method 2, method 3, and method 4, everything. Now I'll call this, right click, run as Java application. If you see it's printing me, first it goes and call me the method 1, prints me default method, then goes and call me method 2, prints me integer return method, then method 3, double return method, return 20.50, method 4, string return method, returns me hello. The thing is, it's printing me all this information, but it's going to return me some error. I'm not utilizing it. How to utilize it means, okay, so two things. First, I can just give system.out.println. I'll just give. So I can use it over here like this. Okay, system.out.println. I'm just going to use it. Just a second. J1 dot method. Question error. Okay, sorry, it's my mistake. So this is not going to print me any value over here, na? Okay, the method 1 is not going to return me any value. So that's why for the system.out.println it's showing me error. Okay, from these method 2, method 3, method 4 only, it's going to return me value. Okay, so I'll just give you. So everything I'm having in the system.out.println. Now if you see what's going to happen, right click, run as Java application. First it's going to call me, it's going to create me an object. Now all the global members will be loaded, all method 1, method 2, method 3, method 4, and then the main function. Then after that what, obj1 dot method 1. Now what will happen, method 1, it goes and call me the method 1, then prints me default method, then after that return. Now what happened, it does not return any value, control comes over here. Okay, that's what default method alone. Then obj1 dot method 2. Now what happened, goes and call me method 2, prints me integer return method, then after that returns me 100. This value will come to this place wherever it is called, returns me 100. So that 100 right now in the system.out.println, so it prints me 100. Then method 3, obj1 dot method 3. Now what happened, it goes and call me method 3, prints me double return method, then returns 20.50. Now the 20.50 will come to this place, prints me 20.50. obj1 dot method 4. Now it will go and call me the method 4, prints me string return method, returns me hello over here. That hello comes over here, and then it prints me hello. Same thing I will do like this, another way. I'll copy this entire program. Functions. after reading, change that one. I'll copy the entire program, including the main function. So I'll have it over here. So now I'm using system.println. Instead of that, what I'm going to do. Method 1, method 2, method 3, method 4. So we have. So now the thing is, method 1 does not return any value. Now method 2, right now it's going to return me 100. Correct? So what will happen right now for me? So I want to capture the return value in a variable. How I can capture it? So simple. Integer a is equal to, I can just give. Okay, same thing. This is going to return me double value. Double b is equal to. Then this is going to return me string. So string c is equal to. Instead of string, if I make it as integer, see, it throws me an error. Why? Because the return value is a string, which I cannot store it over there in a double. So that is a problem. So I can store only, if it's a string, this is a return type, means I can store only with the string information. That's the thing. Okay. So based on return type only, I can store. Then if I want to print it separately, I want to place it, means I can place it. So A. So right now I want to add this A and B. A plus B. Now what will happen? The A value is what? 100. The B value is 20.50. So 100 plus 20.50, the value will be printed. Then so I'll print this. That is the hello. Now if you run it, can you see? 120.50. So it will go and call me each and every method. Then the return values are captured in a variable. Then I'm doing a calculation. 100 plus 20.50 is 120.50. Then printing C, that is hello. This is what. Clear? Any queries on this? Any questions? Do you have any questions, Nikhila? Okay. So that is for today. I'll just give a small recap. So I'll just ask you some questions for you for your understanding.
Okay.
Then we'll go for it. Okay. So now can you tell me actually what I want to write a method which is of void return type. How I can write it?
Void method 1.
Super. Void method 1. Correct. Now I want it for a integer return type.
Method 2.
Can I use it as method 1 itself?
Yeah. And if it is method 1, you have to put the arguments in that.
Correct. Because both
It's method.
is actually what it will be a duplicate here. So based on arguments, if you want, I can refer it. So right now I'll have it as method 2.
Okay.
So this will so method 1. Integer return. It's not argument, it's a return type. So it's throwing me an error. Can you tell me why it's throwing me an error?
It is in type, so return statement should be.
Super, correct. So we should have a return statement. That's the thing. Okay. So now I should have an argument that is actually what? Which accepts a string.
String method 3.
No. Argument. Method type is void. Return type is void.
Void method. It should have.
Can you have method 1 itself?
Yeah, but we should add the argument string.
String A. So string argument method
Plus A.
That's okay. So using an argument, okay. So I should have an argument as Boolean. The return type is actually what? Integer. Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me?
Int method 2.
Int method 1 itself will have
Boolean.
yes, Boolean. Okay. Now just give integer return Boolean argument method. Why it's throwing me error?
We should return Boolean. Return some number, 0 or 1.
Correct. It's a return type is integer. That's right. Okay. So now, can you call me all these three methods?
That is non-static, so we have to create an object.
Correct. So how to create an object?
Assignment
Yes.
equals to new assignment object 1 or something.
Correct. Because that's the object name.
Okay. New assignment.
Same class name. So what will happen? New assignment will help me to create an object. Obj1 will be the object name. Assignment. Okay. This will be act as a reference. Tell to the object. So what are the global members to be loaded here?
So whatever is written in this public static are all global variables?
Yes, public static void means everything, all are actually what? Global variables. That is all global variables and then global methods. Okay, then main function and then after the method 1, method 2, these all are methods, function.
Okay.
So now I created the object. Now can you call me all the methods?
obj1 dot method 1.
obj1 dot method 1. Correct. Then
obj1 dot method 2.
obj1. This
Method 1 string A.
Method 1 string A. So what do you need to pass over there?
Some hello.
Yes, a string value, which is any information that is there in a double quotes will be called as a string.
Okay.
Correct. Next.
obj1 dot method 1.
Method 1.
Boolean means either 0 or 1.
No, Boolean is actually what? True or false.
True or false. Okay.
So I'll pass here true.
But here return type is 10. I didn't understand.
Return type is 10. So right now I have called all the method. So the return value is what? Here 10 and then here actually what, for example, it's 100. So now I want to capture this when I call this method 2, now what I need to do, I want to print the value 10. And then when I call this method 1, I want to capture this in a variable and then add that variable I want to print the value. Okay, getting? So when I call this method 2, what will happen? This will go on call me, this print me integer return method 2, returns me what? 10.
10.
That 10 will come over here. I want to print it. What I need to do?
System.println.
Correct. Yes, y, S4. Then obj1.method. That's it. Okay, na? Now for this Boolean, this one, right now I'm calling the method. Na? That time I want to capture the return value 100 in a variable. Then after that I want to print it. Can you tell me what I need to do?
Int b equals to or a equals to.
Correct. Int b is equal to. So now the b will hold the value 100 finally.
Okay.
I want to print the value of b. How I can do?
CISO,
CISO.
CISO Boolean A.
No. The thing is, I want to print the value of B.
100.
No. The B will hold the value 100. Right now, I want to print the value inside B. So it's actually what any variable that is declared inside a function is called as a local variable. Local variable how I can access directly by the here. Local variable I, correct? How I accessed directly
Okay,
with
using the variable.
variable name. Same thing I need to do it over here. So what is the variable name here?
B.
That's it. Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
Right click, run as Java application. See? Now what happened first? Create me an object. obj1 dot method 1. Yeah, tell me. obj. Okay, so obj1 dot method 1. This will go and call me this method. Prints me default method 1. So that's what's printing. Then obj1 dot method 2 goes and call me this method 2. Prints me integer return method 2. Returns me 10. That 10 will come over here. Then I'm printing that value. obj1 dot method 1 hello. This will go and call me this method 1. So the A will hold the value hello. Then it prints me string argument method, and what is the A value? That is hello. That's what is printing me here.
Okay.
Then obj1 dot method 1 true. This will go and call me the boolean, because boolean is what matching with the true. So goes and call me this one. Prints me integer return and boolean method. A value is what? True. So that is what is printing here. True. Then returns me 100. That 100 will come to this B variable. Okay, it comes over here. That will be stored under this B variable. Then prints me the B variable, that is 100. That's it. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is about functions and then function overloading and then return type. Clear, Nikhila?
Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll connect by the same time, 7 o'clock. Okay. So today actually become a little bit late for me. So tomorrow we'll connect by same 7, and then we'll see about little bit about string concatenation and then other topics.
Okay.
Constructors, all those things.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Nikhila. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.